So I
That's
know
not this
everybody's happy because
Oh my God.
sports is back. Sports is finally back. And by sports, I mean, obviously baseball came back a little while ago.
We're in all the
But
sports.
now we got the NBA
Yep.
back in action, finally playing live from Disneyland. But how are we feeling, guys? How are we happy about this? Are we nervous? What's up?
Well, for some reason they're not televising the Knicks games. I just
I can give you a couple reasons.
I can't seem to find it. But I'm just so happy that baseball's back. Unfortunately, the Mets have been trash so far this year.
Sorry,
I
buddy.
saw that game the
I
other
see
day.
that the Yankees are killing it. Judge is killing it.
Oh, you know it. He's got 4 games with a home run. Oh, let's go, man. Let's go.
And then I saw the Lakers beat the Clippers, which was a really good game. Or really good game, or
It was
It was a close game.
It was
Sloppy as shit.
it was a really close game. That made it interesting. But
in the beginning, it was good. Like Lakers were
It
dominating.
was the worst.
In the beginning,
it was very
beginning was
sloppy
the
throughout.
worst.
Yeah, it was very sloppy
The ref-
throughout.
Every ref had chronic asthma,
Mm-hmm.
and they blew whistles every 30 seconds. You couldn't get into a flow, and as a fan watching, it kills your vibe watching.
Bro, that's one
30
thing I
seconds
would.
and then
Yes,
stop it
I
for a
would. That's
minute.
one thing I would change about the league. Like, if I could change one thing, it'd be that, dog. Like, limit the amount of fouls, or change what you call a foul, bro. Because some of this shit is ridiculous,
that'll
man.
never happen. These people just love to.
Fam, and I don't
We got people
understand
James
why.
Harden. We got people like James Harden in the league that every call they want every single call and they'll act it out
But
perfect.
James Harden is literally a product of these rules, dog. Like, if we didn't have those rules, yeah, like.
You would literally cut his average of points down in half. If
Big
wasn't
time.
as
Oh
strict.
my lord, yes, dog.
I don't know. I don't know. I respect Harden way more than you guys.
He's dope, but yeah.
You can definitely ball, but if you're getting all your points from pretty much the foul line, I don't know.
He doesn't like get all his points from there, but it's
Not all his points from
but it's a big chunk. Yeah, it's a big chunk of his points.
And he always expects that foul too. Like when he drives in, he knows how to act out.
The
perfect.
thing is, I mean, he gets fouled. That's the thing. Based off the rules, the way he gets hit, a foul's a foul.
I don't know, man. Some of them are pretty soft.
Those soft fouls. No, but a foul's a foul. It doesn't help that he's left-handed. Being left-handed makes it 10
He
times
hits you with
worse.
that head fake. The ref is gonna blow that.
Yeah, facts.
Immediately.
And then he does that shit when he puts his arms in front of him, so no matter where you're swatting, it'll just hit his arm.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like that shit is crazy.
That's the thing. That's a foul.
No, yeah, I don't blame him for it. Like he's playing today's game. That's really what it is. Did y'all? I don't know if we spoke about this yesterday, when we were watching the Lakers game, but what do y'all think about the Pelicans, dog? Only playing Zion 15 minutes in an important game.
Why is that?
I think I was watching with Chris because he's not ready. That boy.
Really, dog?
He's not physically ready to do all that work. You could tell he weighs too much. He's too big. I was telling Chris he has explosiveness, but this dude is too slow. He looks tired after 10, 15 minutes. He needs to work on his.
But that sucks because, dog, my dog was off for how many months? You know what I mean? He could have done some real conditioning and all that time, man.
They posted that picture to bait everybody. Oh, this dude's coming back. He's ripped. He's ready, ready to go.
Yeah, I saw that.
Play 15
Yeah,
minutes.
I mean, when the first game back it was visibly clear that he wasn't in the best shape. I mean, he wasn't always in the best shape, but he could at least hold his minutes good enough when the NBA was as active. But the other day, it looked like he was struggling to play. So yeah, that conditioning definitely needs to improve, or he's going to be in big trouble.
And these games, well, I don't know about for them anymore, but all these games were supposed to mean something. So
but for them they
easy games.
Word for them they mean something though, because
these games
they gotta win. Yeah, they gotta win. They're what? They're the 10th or 11th seed right now.
I think 11th.
Yeah.
10th or 11th, but
and they lost today.
Back-to-back games. Yeah.
The NBA wanted them in the playoffs so bad.
Yeah, I mean, that's what they were going for, but it ain't look like it's happening.
I want John Morant in the playoffs, dog.
I got Portland going in.
I think that's a very, very good possibility, but I don't want to see Portland first round. I'd much rather see the Grizzlies in the first round than Portland.
You're right.
That's really what it is.
But to go back to the bubble though, I've been watching not really a lot of episodes, but I've seen 1 or 2 episodes of JaVale McGee's like.
Oh,
vlogs.
the vlogs.
Oh yeah,
And
I've
like,
seen them.
no, that shit is to me. I thought it was gonna look way different. Now, like the food that they're getting, it looks so sus. Like going in a small ass refrigerator with like a P.F. Chang's bag.
Yeah, dog.
He like takes the food and he can like smack it on the table and it doesn't even look
But
like.
don't they request? They can request any food they want, though, right? In the NBA.
Nah, it's not like
Really?
that. Like,
There's a what's it called?
If you're LeBron James, you can.
I thought you could like
One of
request anytime, any type of food.
Then I heard of there's other players that like are saying the opposite. They're like, "Oh, we love the food here," and shit like that.
There's
I wouldn't complain. That food looks
I watched
pretty.
this podcast called well, it's not really a podcast, it's a show, the Pat McAfee show.
mhm.
Shout out to
Yeah.
Pat McAfee. That show is too damn good. But he had Terrence Ross on there the other day. He's currently in the bubble, plays for the Magic, and he was telling him like, you're not allowed to order food after 5, like before 5. Until after 5, you can't order anything. So, and when you do order, like the room service, you have to pay for it yourself, which is trash.
That don't hurt them.
I mean, some players you would think, but then there's other players that are the big stars. They don't care. But then you got bench players. You got to pay for all your meals, and then the food isn't even anything too crazy.
And then the
Well,
food that they
that's
do
kinda-
get, like the food that they get served to them, dog, like
No, but
it
they-
doesn't even look great. Like you, did
They
you
could
see?
get Uber Eats and
Uber Eats.
stuff. They could get like Postmates, Uber Eats. I've seen that.
Yeah, but what are you living off of at that point? Like the fast food that's on Postmates,
Yeah.
Uber Eats, like
These
that's
These are
kind
like
of shitty.
professional athletes too. They
Word.
need to maintain something. You can't just be ordering like us, like Ale House and
Yeah,
Oh, I know that,
Stuff
but
like
like,
that.
if I don't, I'm
Yeah,
I'm pretty
it's,
sure if they need to request a special food, they could get it. It's not gonna be like, oh, you can't eat that.
it's not as easy as you think, dog. Because the thing is, like, they're being so like careful. With
I know
everything that's been
that.
going on, like
That's
that
the
they're
main
not
thing.
really. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
Yeah.
definitely the main.
And then not only that,
concern.
like look, like again, like you can order food from places like that are like on Uber
Yeah.
Eats, or you can be like Lou Will and like try to go get your own food. But then if you do that, you got to
Yeah.
quarantine for like 2 weeks. Like you know what I mean? Like it's not.
Yeah, I wouldn't go that route if I was.
Yeah, that's really what it is, dog. And then like so what John was talking about, the JaVale McGee show, like they showed like this like barbecue steak, I think it is, that he got, and it was literally like I don't even know how to describe it, dog. It looked like some shit out of fast food, and then like the barbecue you have to like pour it out of a packet like onto your steak. It did not look good, man. It did not look good at all.
Yeah, like you said, like other players have spoken opposite about it, so we don't really know like how often the food is good or bad or in between
Yeah.
or whatever. But I even saw they're like shooting commercials in their like dressing in their fucking rooms and shit. That's fucking crazy. Dog.
Yeah.
But I also want to point out the court. I actually like it, like the sound effects.
Yeah, it
and,
looks
like,
nice.
Yeah, they did a good job with that.
And
I
I'm
still feel
surprised it's in a freaking how do you call it, like not an auditorium but like
A hall.
like yeah, one of those hall
Yeah.
things. That's crazy.
I would say they're doing a good job for both sports because in basketball they have like the virtual fans, which is really awesome. Like
Yes, I saw that.
they
Like
brought-
I heard like you could even request to
You
be
can
in
cheer.
it.
No, and
Oh.
then you can like if you go on the NBA app,
Yeah,
you can cheer your team
I
on.
saw
like,
that, but like you
there,
could
yeah.
actually like if you get a chance, they have like 300 people that could join the Zoom call or whatever. I don't know how they do it, but
I think those are reserved for like family and friends. I think
oh really?
of the players, yeah,
Okay.
or like
well,
season ticket holders and stuff like that.
So like I said, for both sports, because in the MLB they have like fan cutouts, pretty much like the cutouts of like fans and what the cardboard cutouts, pretty much, and they fill them in the seats. Me personally, I have not noticed a difference because they do such a good job with the sound effects,
The sound effects, yeah.
and like creating.
Wait,
the
they
atmosphere
really
that-
put cardboard cutouts?
yeah.
Yeah.
What the hell?
yeah.
They put cardboard
Not in,
cutouts
like
for
every
the seat.
stadium. I saw one that had 3
Not,
dogs.
yeah, not the whole. Only the parts where like the cameras will catch, pretty much.
I
Yeah.
I
So like
didn't
when
know
you're
that.
looking at the batter, like that's pretty
Yeah.
much what it is.
But still, like the sound effects are like, yeah, I honestly can't tell.
Yo, Chris, to your point, I actually think the MLB did a better job with the sound effects than the NBA does.
Yeah,
I
for
don't
sure.
think the NBA is terrible, but I like the MLB sounds. Like it's like you said, like it sounds like almost the same, pretty much.
Yeah, it sounds.
But the MLB is not doing better than the bubble.
Yeah, that situation is horrible. Like
Nah, they should have thought about
I-
doing a bubble. Yeah.
But that's the thing, you can't really do that with MLB. Like there's too many.
Nah, but I forgot who I was. Well, I was talking to one of my managers like two days ago, and he said that there was a place that they almost did it at because they had like multiple baseball fields like ready for it, and I don't know why
Really?
they ended up doing it. Yeah.
That would have been
It's good
smart.
for basketball. I mean, for football and baseball, because they have way more players and stuff, right?
Mm.
Yeah, they have way more players and staff, and you have all these different stadiums,
Yeah,
all these
and then
different
now,
states and locations.
yeah. Well, the thing is, like, they could have still made it work to an extent because only the East and West, like, if you're on the East, you're only playing Eastern
East,
teams. If you're on the
yeah,
West, you're only playing Western teams. Yeah, so like they could have made it work, but it's like you said, like, or it's like the difference with the NBA is that the NBA is like
It's
almost
all
done with the season.
yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
They're so
yeah,
lucky they're in that position right now
yeah,
because that
they're
gives
almost
them
done.
a chance to do it like that. So
Yeah,
like whenever they do start again, it's gonna be later down the road, and who knows, it could be better from
and
now.
the
Whatever.
MLB has what, like 60 games or something, like that
Yeah,
they
I
gotta
think
do.
something.
this
Yeah.
season on a regular.
Yeah,
What's it,
it's cut in half.
180,
Fast season.
160, 162,
162.
182.
162.
Jesus Christ!
What was I gonna say?
But I saw that
Yeah, the Marlins.
baseball can't really. I mean, they might, but they would lose a ton of money because the money they say that gets put into like your local team and into radio and stuff like that is so much that goes into the MLB that it'd be hard for them to make that kind of money back if they didn't play games in their stadiums,
Damn, that's crazy, dog.
in their states. Yeah, I mean,
Well, doesn't that really count for any sports? I mean,
but I think more so baseball. I think the contracts that baseball has with their local, because it's like America's like pastime. It's like cemented into.
Well, they
into
gotta
the
do
states and
something because
stuff.
half the team of the Marlins got this virus.
Well, that's okay. It's the Marlins. It's the Marlins.
It's not okay, man.
Who cares?
Yeah, but
the
who
Marlins.
cares? It's the Marlins, and they're not a great team, but it's
trust
still
me, the MLB cares. If
14
it was the
players.
Yankees, I guarantee you that the season would have been canceled already.
no.
was the
But
Yankees,
they gotta figure out
Dodgers.
that situation with trying to trap that and not let it happen again.
Well, other than the Marlins, I think like a day ago they tested everyone and not one case was
Well,
positive.
I saw what's it called? They found
Today,
two,
I think they found like a positive case.
they found two on. What team was it? Was it the Phillies?
Yeah, I think it was the
it was
Phillies.
some team. They found two players, and there was a bunch more games canceled. So, and what was
Yeah.
it Manfred? Manfred told them, he was like, if you guys don't figure out a way, we're gonna have to end the season. You guys gotta do
Yeah.
something.
I don't
That's
think
a
that. I don't
damn
think that season
shame,
is-
dog.
Like it's crazy. Like if you would think like how with the players and stuff, you would think like they would try to confine them to like stay and not go out places. But like they're all either going out or I don't know how they're all getting and shit.
No, they all have curfews. Like they're all being they have to be in their room. They get calls like at night from like coaches and stuff, making sure that they're in their room. I mean, what they do from there is up to them. I don't think they're out here going out and like
I don't know.
being loose and stuff like
I
that.
heard the rumor. That's what happened with the Marlins.
What
The
happened?
rumor for the Marlins was that they went out one night, and
Oh.
next thing you
It's
know,
Miami, so we don't care.
next thing you know, a bunch of them.
14 players. That's insane.
Yeah, that is.
Yeah, I think it was 9
Crazy.
players and the rest like coach and staff.
I think even more ended up with it after that.
Hmm
It's unfortunate, especially because go Cubs.
Yeah. Yeah, I don't see.
The
I
top of
don't.
the division.
I don't see the MLB season finishing this year. To be honest, there's gonna be too many cases. They've already canceled or suspended 33 games
Not
in the
gonna lie.
MLB, and it's
Damn,
been like
I didn't
a
know
week,
that. They
a week
suspended
and a half.
33 games.
33 games
Shit.
they were suspended. So like, if this keeps up, like it's gonna be like no point pretty much. They should have just not played this year, honestly.
Either that or they should have done. Who said it? Like they had like a place where they could all play.
That's somebody told me that like
If
2
they
days ago.
thought of something that would have been hella smart. Like try to do it that way.
But again, it's
It
just
could
like
have
with
been
baseball,
smart
it's
for
so
the
many
players.
games.
But I don't know if it would have been smart for the money,
Yeah,
because you might have ended up losing more money trying to get all those players into one place and doing that.
for that long.
Yeah, there's no place like that, Jose, where like in Disneyland where they can just create like basketball courts and stuff like that, where also the players can stay and stuff like that. It's a stadium, and then they have hotels around it, but not every team in the MLB could stay there and play in that one stadium. There's too many games to be played. Now, while the NBA has winded it down to only like the key contenders for the playoffs, so it's not that many teams.
Yeah.
But the whole MLB, it'll be too difficult.
Yeah, the NBA definitely looked out on that on that situation. And I heard they get tested like 2 times a day and stuff like that.
Yeah, constantly.
That's
Constantly.
Yeah, no joke over there.
Mhm.
And they got them quick tests, the 15-minute swab. Here you go. Yeah,
Well, they do. From what I've been seeing, they do both. Like they'll do the mouth one and the nose one, and then you're
really?
good. Yeah, I swear to God.
They're,
It's
they're
crazy.
getting all the all the things. I heard also they put in fish in the lakes and pond so
Yeah,
the players can fish.
Oh,
they
that's
stocked
another
the
thing.
lake.
Yeah, they stocked the whole
Terrence
lake with
Ross
fish.
said that it got boring as hell after like 2 3 days. That everything that there was to do, they already got pretty bored of it. Shotgunning the beers and fishing, and he said they were adding a bowling alley, which he's excited for. But he said they scared all the fish away after like a couple of days.
Damn.
Well, I mean, what else? If they can't like really go to Disney, like
Yeah.
you're gonna either be stuck in your room eating or
But yeah, I don't want to hear no players complaining.
yeah,
about
they
it.
first of all, yeah, they shouldn't complain because
I
you're
mean, they
there.
shouldn't, but there's also like the humanity aspect of it, where these people are like literally locked up with
I
nothing to do.
get that
Kind of like how
in
we
that
were,
sense.
just
but-
way smaller places.
Yeah, I kind of get it in that sense. It's more a controlled thing, but you're playing the game. You got to do.
But that's why they gave him a choice. So that's really why I feel John on that, because like they told the teams, they were like, yo, like whoever wants to opt in, like to be in the bubble of these teams, come in. And then even the players like didn't really have to come if they didn't want to. So it's like if you decided to go, like don't.
Is
be complaining about
there
it.
like known people who didn't go? Like
Yeah, Avery Bradley from the Lakers.
There for the Lakers.
but he
Yeah.
went like personal choice because he didn't want to affect the
'Cause-
family and the
Yeah,
COVID and
because he
stuff.
didn't want to affect the family.
That,
Yeah.
that's it. You don't know
Nah,
anybody.
there's
Yeah.
there's a
Yeah, there's a
handful,
few other players.
handful, but
Sorry, I thought you were talking about his reasons. Yeah.
like extra significant wise, none that come to mind real quick.